All right, here's the welterweight contender, Kevin Holland. I know he would like to be eating and fighting at 185 pounds, but most believe if he's going to realize a world title, and the UFC certainly subscribes to this theory, that it is going to be at 170 pounds. He has had so many big wins and finishes in this division. Tim Means, Alex Cowboy Oliveira, Santiago Ponzinibbio, a brutal knockout in Miami, Michael Chiesa. Kevin Holland has had a penchant for putting the very best fighters in the world away. The upkick on Jacare Souza. Now we find out if Kevin Holland can pass this test and inch one step closer to world title contention.
This fight is yours. They got nothing on you. Let's do it.
Kevin Trailblazer Holland, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Ah, yes, the sweet science. This guy could have been a professional boxer, probably a world champion if he so chose. He loves the MMA game, but his boxing is certainly his bread and butter.
I mean, a guy that was on par to make an Olympic team, and that is in one specific skill set. When you reach that level, when you're winning the national championship, and you're about to go to the Olympics, but you choose a different avenue.
Yeah.
You decide you want to fight mixed martial arts. It's truly something special. He has the most educated jab I have ever seen in the octagon. He throws the jab. It always comes back to the face. It never goes to the hip. And if you rush him, he has an ability to switch stances from conventional to southpaw and land a great counter right hand that will put your lights out.
Better jab than your guy, Rosendo Sanchez.
Oh, it's unbelievable. He puts Rosendo Sanchez to shame.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Joe Bodybag
All right, well, a lot of people felt like he was going to go be a professional kickboxer. There's more money in the UFC, though. That's why he's here. We'll see if he can kick somebody's head off here tonight.
I mean, he's going to look for it. You know, we have seen great kickboxers come into the sport before. We have not seen many that come with the background, with the tradition and the history that this man has in kickboxing. He is so sure that if it's a stand-up fight in the UFC, he beats anyone. And I'm talking anyone, the best in the world. He thinks he beats them, but he's going to have to show that he can stay upright because this ain't kickboxing. This is mixed martial arts. You got to make sure you defend those legs or you end up spinning 15 minutes laying on your back.
That's right. We did have some fun in our fighter meeting. He said, would you guys prefer a knockout with a kick or a punch? We said, hey, man, I mean, we want to see you throw those feet. So we'll see if he can get the knockout here tonight in what is a very interesting stylistic matchup. All right, as we get ready for this next fight, I might as well tell you, to my right is a two-time United States Olympic wrestler. But I say this without that caveat. Wrestling's the best base for modern-day mixed martial arts, and his wrestling is truly as good as it gets.
As good as it gets. And he lives by the motto. He embraces the grind. He gets out there, and he tries to punish you with his effort. He wants to punish you with his intensity, and he wants to overwhelm you with his pressure. That is wrestling. From the wrestling on the mat to wrestling on the feet, it's pressure, pressure, pressure. And this young man is just literally, he personifies the style that so many of us were known for.
Yeah, dude like pummels all day. His wife's like, I'm looking for a hug. You don't need to pummel me. Tremendous wrestler. We'll see if the hands have developed a little bit, but certainly a good opportunity on a big stage for him here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack the Joker Hermansson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Paulo Costa.
Well, you had to feel good for the action man Chris Curtis when he finally signed with the UFC in 2021. Some doubt had started to creep in, right? He was 26-8 at the time, but clearly the action man Chris Curtis belongs in the big show. Well-rounded player, undeniable power in both of his hands, great striking defense as well. There have been some weird circumstances in his career, the Kelvin Gastelum fight, but ultimately Chris Curtis believes he's one of the best middleweights in the world. Most of his peers believe in that statement as well. Now's the chance to prove it. We'll see what Curtis does. All right, so here is the long-time middleweight contender, the Italian dream, Marvin Vettori. And I think if you were to ask Marvin, as we did in our fighter meeting on Thursday, how he feels about his UFC body of work overall, he is dissatisfied. He thought he would have been an undisputed champion at this point in time. Of course, he has had the opportunity, as he did in 2021 against Israel Adesanya. But the biggest feather in his cap, other than, I guess, the cardiovascular base, is just the sheer durability. It feels like a human weapon is not going to be able to finish Marvin Vettori, and that's a great source of his confidence here tonight. Marvin Vettori, a picture of focus as he looks to produce one of the biggest wins of his career tonight. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, fresh action man, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori!
Well, if you're looking for one fighter in an alley to save your life, you could probably do worse than this man as we welcome back the UFC middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. A lot of people think his ceiling is championship and that eventually this man will be the undisputed UFC middleweight title holder. Seems to be a great stylistic matchup against a lot of these guys. He has power, he has speed, he has toughness, a chin that allows him to be aggressive. And when he's aggressive, he is at his athletic best. He is a total athletic freak, off the charts. And tonight, trying to prove to people that he is a force to be reckoned and truly one of, if not, the best middleweights in the world. Paulo Costa, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dolidze!
All right, DC, you've had a lot of high praise for this mixed martial artist leading into the fight this week. He is as well-rounded a fighter as we have in this division, and kind of a case of pick your poison. He can do it all.
He can do it all in one package. I mean, I think of the greats, the George St. Pierres of the John Joneses and the best fighters in the world, the guys that just seem to possess every skill that allows for them to be great. This man has that. He has that ability. How does he implement that? How does he use all those skills in order to get his hand raised? He's done it time and time again. Big task tonight. But I would imagine with that skill set, he can get it done.
Yeah, he said confidently, I've got to be ready for everything, perhaps more of a specialist on the other side, but this man has accomplished a great deal thus far, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the natural Borralho. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev.
I will see how it goes for this decorated kickboxer. Nice to see him cross over into the UFC, and a lot of people feel like if he can get on sort of an Alex Pereira type trajectory in terms of the work ethic and the approach, could be a future world champion.
Well, he looks like it. He seems to have all the skills, and he says the right thing. We were talking to him the other day. He spoke about all the time they're spending in the gym working on the wrestling because he knows that the kickboxing is embedded in him. He has done it so long, he can do it on cruise control. But the wrestling has improved. And he said because his wrestling's improved, guys are going to have to stand with him. And when they have to stand, he said the lights will be shut off. Yeah, I cannot wait to see him perform.
Dude's got power everywhere, and that's why a lot of these fans have traveled far and wide to see him compete live here tonight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Michelle Pereira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Magomedov!
This is the biggest submission threat right now in the UFC's middleweight division. Top contender, Brendan Allen. He has won 6 consecutive fights. He has been rewarded with UFC main events. He has won those fights. And a lot of people believe the top guys don't necessarily want to fight Brendan Allen because of the danger factor on the ground. Trains out of Kill Cliff FC, forging himself, building himself up, training alongside high-level strikers every day. Seems right now, as we look at Brendan Allen, 28 years of age, it's an eventuality that one day he will fight for the world title. All right, so here he is, the Killer Gorilla, longtime middleweight contender, Cannonier. And how do you assess the career to this point in time? Well, only 2 guys to beat him in the last 5 or 6 years, Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. So most of the fights, like this one tonight, that Cannonier is expected to win, he has held serve and done just that. If there has been any knock on Cannonier, it's that his game just hasn't been quite elite enough when the challenges have been the guys at the top of the division. But Cannonier is world-class. He has realized success in 3 different UFC divisions. And even though he's coming up on 40, don't let the age fool you. That's just a number. This guy looks a whole lot better with his shirt off than me. Cannonier has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brendan Allen! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
Proudly representing Sydney, Australia, he was born in New Zealand, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. He has put together one of the greatest winning streaks in the history of this middleweight division and did to Yoel Romero what few men have been able to do.
Few men can stand across from Romero and just even live to tell the story of fighting him in the octagon. Robert Whittaker has done that twice and gotten his hand raised in the rematch. Whittaker is a truly, truly phenomenal mixed martial artist, has a traditional background, but he also has a wrestling knowledge that is very underrated. He does not just get taken down, he's able to get back to his feet very well, and he has cardio for days. He's truly one of the best fighters in the entire UFC.
And he's a grappler at his core. We talk so much about his boxing, but the guys at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu at Smeaton Grange will tell you this guy started as a grappler, still grapples in the gi during training camp. Robert Whittaker back and ideally in a big way for him here tonight. Well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing him. but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And then as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
Outstanding boxer, he lives in the gym, and you're probably not going to outpace this guy over 25 minutes, so it can be a little bit of a mind-bending exercise, not just in training, but also in the fight itself. Sean Strickland is not going away. Just ask Israel Adesanya how that stylistic matchup went for him. Now we'll see how Strickland can fare here tonight, and if he can get back to the precipice as the UFC middleweight champion. He's got power, he's got a lot of physical tools, underrated on the ground, and really he's been underrated every step of his UFC career. You had to look far and wide to find anyone that gave him a modicum of a chance going into that Robert Whittaker fight at UFC 290, and he absolutely bludgeoned the former champion. At that point in time, there was nothing left to do with the South African du Plessis but to find him a title fight, and now we see just how world-class Dricus du Plessis really is. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dricus du Plessis!
For a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in his striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Imavov.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it. Big, massive shot lands. Look at how close the opponent is. Still standing still in that fight.
That'll do it!
Oh my goodness!
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window. Straight to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Kick right under that right elbow. 1 minute to go in the fight. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Hermansson's in half guard. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh, he got out. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Well, we know you fans out there generally don't like premature stoppages, but I'm not sure this would be premature. I mean, his face is essentially shut closed at this point in the fight.
He's just been beat up. He's been outclassed. He's been outworked. He's been outsmarted. His opponent has just been better. He's been better in every aspect of fighting, and it's showing in all the swelling that is on his face.
And there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision.
For the winner by majority decision, Jack the Joker Hermansson.
All right, so as many of you expected, the kickboxer is able to outpoint the wrestler here tonight, one of the cleaner efforts of his UFC career. And, well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. Johnny, we heard him again.
And back to his feet. Oh, that's a big right hand that got through.
This is a crazy high pace. Lands a solid kick right there.
Throws a big... Oh! And that'll do it! Holy smokes!
Oh, body shot.
Oh! The jab followed by the right hand.
Oh, right hand. Bad.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious. So he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing. And by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Right, he's got the striking going, another connection there, and that shot actually cut him, or so it appears.
Yeah, you could tell that if he kept landing at the
elbow lands. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty...
And that will do it!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated...
And there it is! Holy smokes! Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged...
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming.
Right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of, while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm going to get to a dominant position myself.
Good straight hand there by Cannonier. Straight right, he misses. Back and forth we go. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh, goodness. Your winner by submission.
Holy smokes.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upset. That's over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, but right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? And now some separation.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Inside the closed guard now.
Getting him out here.
20 seconds to go in round one.
Oh.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Seconds winding down in the opening round.
The fight's over.
Whoa! Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. Seconds in the round. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Quick jab. Got the single collar tie. All right, they separate. Now we'll see who can get off in space. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest. 29-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Imavov!
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
All right, so he gets back to the feet. That was seemingly the only way he could win this fight. Down the stretch we come.
Down the stretch, but on the feet. He was not going to win this fight from his back. He needed to get up. That was step number 1. Step 2, find the finish. Oh, nice hook. He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Well, he's been rendered defensive at this point, but a nice job getting his... Oh, you gotta keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that just goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and although Paulo Costa may no longer be undefeated, on any given Saturday night, he can be the best middleweight or even light heavyweight in the world. There is no denying the power. He has worked very hard in advance of this fight on his cardiovascular base and his strength and conditioning, so that if he has to go a hard 15 or 25 minutes, he's the fresher fighter at fight's end. Let's see how he does early in this round. Well, anytime you are in a ground...
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You've got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempt. You can't just shoot. You got to set your opponent up. He did that beautifully.
Good work from the top here by Allen.
Darce, yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
That Darce is tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision.
Defensively, you better be careful.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Another submission attempt here, and this is a good one. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, that's got to be it. He the winner by submission.
Oh, my goodness.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission, and he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Nasruddin Imavov's definitely taking aim at that cut right now. You see, targeting that area that is already compromised on his opponent.
Oh, hurt.
Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going.
Stunned, drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You'd think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches.
Back to his feet. Imavov's going for an arm here. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working toward the finish.
Anthony Hernandez's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for the ringside position. All out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Imavov!
Wow, so there he is, your winner by the narrowest of margins. Only 3 scorecards in the world matter. 2 of them thought he won. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these 2 guys.
That guillotine is tight.
Struggling to finish. Fighting for it. He wants it bad.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink in a Bob flu choke here. Oh, and he's out. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Now he's in trouble. This has got to be it.
And there it is! Khamzat Chimaev coming up huge tonight.
Man.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call the shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Well, that calf is a new shade of purple right now. I'm not sure he's going to be able to stand up much longer.
I mean, it's swollen, it's bruised, it's all beat up. He takes 1 or 2 more, this fight's going to be stopped.
Straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Final seconds of the fight. Back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori.
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight.
Well, the body work starting to take its toll. Look at the redness starting to appear on his left side.
Nice left hand line.
Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Vettori's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. He passes to half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
North-south position. Come on, Trout. Get your mind out of the gut.
That Darce is tight.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke.
There's the tap.
Oh, my goodness.
Your winner by submission.
Holy.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
And land big ground and pound.
Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
Oh, could be in trouble after that knee to the head. Well, the Cut men have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is great.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. And both are dealing with it and trying to continue in this fight. This is a great fight.
Nice crack there.
Oh, my goodness, that front leg kick. That front kick was nasty. Oh,
Shades of black.
he's gonna do it! Oh! Woo!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Fighters separate from the clinch now. Imavov's body getting...
Now he's back up.
Oh, big left hand there.
That one landed clean.
Here's the kick blocked by Nassourdine Imavov. Kick right under that right elbow. That'll do it!
Holy smokes!
No judges needed this time around.
Oh my goodness, what a fight. I mean, just landed that beautiful kick right under the ribs. You could see immediately the effect that it took on his opponent as his opponent went back to the edge of the octagon, fell down to the ground, and he finished the fight.
We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.